All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started for the earth signs. Let's go ahead and pull the love deck. I wasn't initially gonna do the love deck, but as soon as I popped on, we was like, pull out the love deck. So this will be for the earth signs for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Taurus, Scorpio, that's your sister sign. I just did them for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the month of April to May 7th, okay? So this will be a reading for you and what's happening in your life. Let's do, and again, I did do separate readings yesterday on my podcast if you want to listen to that as well, okay? So, what is going on for love for earth signs? What's going on in regards to love? For relationships, what's going on for earth signs for the month? Spirit. No. Step back and forth again. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. It's happened yesterday. It is safe to fall. Okay. Let's get a little bit more information on that before we start diving in. What else do you have, Spirit, for earth signs? Speak now, please. What do you have for earth signs? Speak now, please. You have for earth signs for the month of April, Spirit. Okay, it is safe to fall, and then we also have it is safe to fall. We also have trust. So whatever this connection is, it is safe to fall into it. It is safe to trust in it, okay? It is safe to recognize that, okay? Reaching out, and maybe someone reaching out to you, it may be you reaching out to someone else, and this connection is safe to fall in. So it may be in regards to business, and maybe in regards to a new friendship, and maybe in regards to just a new relationship, but either way, someone is reaching out to each other, and this situation is going to be safe to fall. It's going to be safe to trust, and it's going to be led in a way that is something that you have been, in a sense, waiting for. Somebody that is also reliable and dependable as you, and someone that is looking for some of the same attributes and things that you're also looking for within relationships and love. Okay? Oh, what else do we have, Spirit, for earth signs? What else do we have, Spirit, for earth signs for the month? Can you give me a little bit more clarification? Give me a little bit more clarification on that card, please. On the now for you, please. Give me clarification on the now for you. Okay. So someone that you may be involved with right now, or someone that you may have been dealing with, is not for you, and that is in a sense of you overcoming that challenge. So whoever is coming and reaching out to you, this new person, is allowing you to again fall again, to trust again, to rely on it again. And in a sense, that can be self-love. I'm hearing self-love, you reaching back out to yourself through affirmations, through conversations, but it can also be an actual physical person, like I said, within business that you plan on reaching out to, or vice versa, coming around the corner, or things of that sort. But whomever you are dealing with now, whoever that is, they're not for you, and it's going to be a matter of overcoming that challenge of either realizing that they're not for you, breaking it off, taking a step back, and taking that in. But it is going to be a matter of spontaneity happening with that. So it's going to be a little bit unexpected. It may blindside you. It may be a little confusing of like, what? But whoever this is that you have been dealing with lately, and you've been kind of questioning, or like, this is what I want, but this is not what I'm getting out of the relationship. This is what I've been seeking. This is what I've been looking for. This is the type of love that I want. Whether in the beginning they were perfect for you in a sense, it's a matter of recognizing where I am currently in the present, where I plan on going in the future as well. I don't know if our love is actually what I'm seeking. I don't know if this exchange of energy, this interaction is actually what I have been looking for. And taking that into account and realization as well, okay? So again, it might be a spontaneous situation that happens, with the situation of it all just falling apart, but it's a matter of overcoming this challenge and recognizing that this person isn't for you, but there is someone that is, right? It could be someone that you've been thinking about reaching out to again, or someone that has been thinking about reaching out to you. Anything else in regards to love? This is deja vu. Holy shit. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Anything else in regards to love, spirit, for our sign? Speak now, please. Anything else in regards? Mutual feelings, like I said, this person coming in, it's been something that you have been looking for, something you have kind of been waiting for. It's this mutual reciprocity of energy, of time, of understanding, and not saying that they won't be their own person, they won't be different, but it's allowing you to have this exchange of energy that feels wholesome, that feels authentic, that allows you to actually trust and go with the flow of the situation, and that it is safe to fall, that it is okay. Especially after this most recent situation of somebody not being for you, whether it was a year ago they weren't for you or a minute from now they're not for you. But it's this realization that what you have going through with everything, it is a reason to believe that someone is coming in and they are ready, okay? Which makes sense because the next one that we have is falling in love. So you're falling in love with them and not just the idea of them. You're falling in love with their actions. You're falling in love with the way that they make you feel, and vice versa. This is a mutual connection that is very powerful. And then it allows you to free yourself, especially from somebody that wasn't for you, that again was putting you in a lot of situations, or it just wasn't for you. So it's allowing you to also free yourself with the realization that I am worthy of love, I'm worthy of care, I'm worthy of respect, I'm worthy of high regards within my relationship because I put in within myself. So just allow this to come in for you, okay? The next thing that we have is fresh start. This is a fresh start, a fresh beginning. This is deja vu. Holy sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, so y'all reading, but I'm getting a lot of deja vu here. So this connection can feel like something that has happened before. Like I said, something that you have been wanting before, something that feels very familiar, something that feels like home, or a home that you haven't been to, but you experienced this before and you want to experience it continuously. And it's something that's just like, not in a sense repeating itself in a bad way, but in a sense that's like, that's new, but recognizable, right? With that mutual feeling, with that it being safe, with all of that. It could be an old friend, it could be an old relationship, or it could be anything, but whomever is reaching out, it's a fresh start, it's a new beginning, and it's going to even help you to free yourself even more, okay? Anything else, Spirit, in regards to the earth signs? They adore you. They adore you, they love you, they care about you, they're all up on you, they adore you. And not in a way that is putting you in higher of them, but in a way that's like, I'm ready and I'm here with it. I'm ready to grow, I'm ready to elevate, I'm ready to love, I'm ready to care, I'm ready to go with the flow, I'm ready to free myself as well. And they're also recognizing that it is safe to fall. Because to adore someone is to be vulnerable and expressive with your emotions and true recognition of how you feel, and expressing that and being vocal with that. So you are ready for this. This love connection is powerful. It is going to come again with someone that isn't for you, and getting rid of them and letting that go and that situation go, because it has been blocking you in a sense, but it is going to allow you to free yourself at the end and get ready for this fresh start when they are prepared to love on you, okay? A lot stronger, a lot powerful, a lot better, and that allows for joy and stability to come in, okay? So take that into account. Who in my life has been, look at the way that you love yourself, right? And look at what you are looking for, and then look at in a way that you want to receive love, how it feels, what it tastes like, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it, right? Like I said, I kept getting deja vu, which means this is a love that you have, like I said, feel like you recognize this before. Like, this is something that's so familiar, it's so comforting. And just start writing down love like that, okay? Well, that is what you're looking for, okay? So that is, again, for the month of April to May 7th. And just taking all that in, taking in that realization, okay? For what's happening in your life. Let's see what Spirit has been trying to communicate with you. about your life, your overall life. So there's love. Let's get into it. Spirit, this is for earth signs for the month of April to May 7th, Spirit. Ooh. There we go. This is for earth signs for the month of May. Sorry, the month of April to May. Spirit, what have you been wanting to tell earth signs? What have you been wanting to let them know, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. We have dead end, and the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. So again, this is letting me know it could also be that person. It could also be that situation. That's a dead end. It can be that thought pattern, that cycle. But either way, the caterpillar, so what you realize, what you want to start feeding yourself. People don't realize caterpillars have to feed themselves, right, in order to have enough nutrients from when they go inside of the cocoon, which is their own safe place, their own creation before they become a butterfly. It has to be safe, it has to be secure, but it also has to be hidden, but still get light and things of that sort. So whatever this connection was that was overcoming challenges, they weren't the one for you, that can also be dead end. Like I said, it could have been a career, it could have been a relationship, platonically and romantically, it could have been a family, anything of that sort. It's a dead end, and it's time to start feeding yourself nourishment and things that are going to help you in your highest regard, help you in a way that allows you to see yourself as the caterpillar become a butterfly, right? So start feeding yourself words of encouragement, love. Start putting action in your life that shows that you actually care. Okay, and not saying that you haven't, but just in a way of like, I want to start doing things differently. I want to start allowing this to happen. Just what am I feeding myself? What am I taking in? What am I allowing others to feed to me? Okay, you have that stick up your ass must be uncomfortable. So stop being so stubborn about things. Stop feeling like this is the only way to do it, right? You don't want to be a stick in the mud, and what's worse than a stick in the mud? A stick up the ass. It makes it uncomfortable. So again, you are in an uncomfortable situation. You know it, you understand it, you have grasped this understanding that this is not working for you, that this is a dead end, that it is something that I don't want, that's something that I don't need, and it's not working for me. It's causing to have a failure to commit. A failure to commit to my day-to-day life tasks, a failure to commit to this relationship, and vice versa. This person isn't committing to me. They're not being... So it's just a realization that something is not working. Something is not working. Spirit is saying that situation is a dead end. It's not working. It's time for you to start feeding yourself better, thinking about yourself better, treating yourself better, acting like you know you are fucking better, and stop being so stuck and stubborn in things that you feel like this is the way to do it. This is the only way to have it. This is the only way to receive it, right? No, especially if somebody is reaching out, that means somebody has been watching you. Somebody has been wanting to work with you, but there's something that they know is in the way that you act, in the way that things that you say, and the things that you don't do. So it's a matter of taking that recognition of also what is going on, because on the left-hand side, and I like to put the good news or like the the words of affirmation on this side, because left is about receiving what you want to take in, and right is on what you're giving out, how you're acting out, what you are giving to others. So right now, what you are giving out is that you have a failure to commit either to boundaries, either to actions, and you are in a situation where others are not committing, which is causing you not to commit because it's supposed to be a partnership. Right? Which is causing you to be stubborn about certain things, stubborn about certain situations, and making things uncomfortable, right? For you and everybody involved, because it's just a dead end. It wasn't supposed to. You have ran your course in this cul-de-sac. Time to loop the fuck around and get out, okay? Because on this side, we have something to celebrate. So if you have been feeding and nourishing yourself like the caterpillar that is becoming the butterfly, because no matter what the caterpillar eats, it's going to become a butterfly unless it dies. But no matter what the caterpillar eats, they become a butterfly. So what have you been feeding yourself? It reminds me of a bug's life when he kept just feeding himself on overeating, and he wasn't managing it. Managing it was being cautious, and he had these little wings, and he was barely able to lift himself up. right? It's a matter of recognizing, do I want to have little wings where I'm barely able to even lift up myself, which means I have been feeding myself things that have been weighing me down, that have been distracting me, that have been detrimental, that has caused anxiety or fear or worry or doubt or stubbornness or skepticism or untrustworthiness or anything of that sort. So it's a matter of recognizing that if I want something to celebrate, I have to be feeding myself things that I celebrate already. Because my higher self is now. My current self is now. And that is what affects me in the future. So give a little to get a little. Give a little to yourself, which is 666 is the number at the bottom as well, which means take a step back, pause for a moment and reflect and recognize, is what I'm doing right? Is it what I want to do? Is it leading me in a way that I want to? Is how I'm speaking to myself in a high regard, in a loving way, in a caring way, in a graceful way? Am I being understanding and patient with myself? Okay, it's a recognition that it's not time to settle. Okay, anything else, Spirit, that you want to tell the earth signs? Anything else, Spirit, that you want to tell the earth signs? There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. It's been a lot. I feel it. Okay. Let's go. Not that the card on top is not the one. Whatever connection that you are trying to force, it is a dead end. It is not working. Okay? Look at me. It's not the one. The job that you've been contemplating about is not the one. The person that you've been contemplating about, friend, romantic, family, is not the one. The current situation you keep trying to put yourself in is not the one. The way that you treat yourself, your habits, is not the one. This is not the one. It's making you uncomfortable, which is causing your life to be uncomfortable. Okay? We want the ancestors pleased with what we're feeding ourselves, right? This is what we want. This is what we're going for, right? This is what is in the back of our mind, which is innately in our spirit and intuitively. We want to please them, because in pleasing them, it means that we have actually pleased ourselves. Ancestors do not like to see us suffer. They do not like to see us upset. They do not like to see us uncomfortable. They do not like to see us being abused and mistreated. What they do like to see is us loving on ourselves, us being loved on. Yesterday, in your reading in the podcast, it was about community. Strong community, and stop trying to do everything on your own and feel like you got all the answers and you know everything. That makes you a dead end and makes you not commit to anything, because you have all these things that you feel like you can do and that you can hold on to. Community is something that is strong. It is a strong foundation, like the roots within a tree that talk to the fungus. And the fungus to talk to the bird. It's okay to drop that, to drop the facade. Be real with yourself. Do you need help? Do you not know how to do this? Do you need a break? Do you have to be like, I actually can't commit to this? It is time to start recognizing, what am I lying about? What am I hiding behind? What am I not being real about? What am I not being open about? It's time to drop the facade. It's time to recognize that, okay, this situation ain't working out no matter how much I try to swing it. This person ain't working out no matter how much I try to swing it. It's still not allowing it to happen. And in regards to all that, and you not dropping the facade, you are neglecting your intuition. You're neglecting it. You are telling your first brain, your inner self, you, that no. We didn't see that. We didn't hear that. They didn't do that. I didn't do that. This didn't happen, so forth and so on. And it's this realization that you're neglecting your intuition. You're neglecting your inner voice. You are ignoring it. And that is allowing you to not, again, actually commit to things. Not to be truthful about it. Okay? Because you always got an excuse. You always have something that's a shoulda, coulda, woulda. No. It's time to recognize, am I going to commit to myself? Am I going to start giving a little to myself and giving a little to my community? And that way I can get a little because I need a break. Is it realization that I don't have all the information? I don't have all access. I don't have 20 million hands, right? I want to be able to celebrate something. I want to be able to celebrate when I'm feeding myself, what my life is coming into. And right now I could be taking myself to a dead end. I can cause more uncomfortability. And it takes two, which is where we got that for the love reading. Somebody coming in that's letting you know it's safe to fall. It's safe to trust. This is a fresh start. This is allowing you to free yourself. This is a new beginning. I'm falling in love with this person. This person is falling in love with you. They adorn you. It takes two. But it's a realization of getting rid of whomever or whatever is not working for you, so that your real true community can come in. Your real true dependable people and in certain situations can come in. And that starts with honoring your boundaries. Ones you set for yourself, ones you set for others. Honor your boundaries. Don't go back on it because of who the person is or what the situation is or no, you set your boundaries in place for a reason. Honor them. And that's also could be why we got the failure to commit card. Because are you not honoring your boundaries and giving excuses to other people? I typically don't allow this. I typically don't let this happen. This and that. Or I wouldn't have done this. Or I wouldn't have done that. I should have done this. Or I'm getting a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas with your life. And that makes you uncomfortable because then you start living in the past. And it's dragging you in the future. Okay? You're ready for a deep, intimate connection, 222. So think about the positive. Think about what you are wanting. Again, I want to tell you this as well. Write down the type of love that you want. Write down what it feels like. Write down what it looks like. Right? Gather that. It's time for a deep, intimate connection. It's time for positive reciprocation. Like I said, every time I was doing that reading, I kept thinking about the new connection. It was like deja vu. Because this is the timeline that you wanted to live in. This is something that you wanted to experience. You want to experience that safe love, that trusting love, that adoring love, that caring about me love, that reliable love, right? That blossoming love. And it's a matter of what are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding yourself the boundaries and things of that sort? But you have to stop looking for love in the trash. Stop settling for love. I never thought that I would have this, and since I never thought that I would have this, I can't get rid of it. Right? It's a matter of, am I choosing a stronger sense of myself, a stronger sense of my community and what's happening and what's going on? Or am I continuously looking in the trash and allowing that to happen? You have to be more open and receptive. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. You have to be more open and receptive and ready. Stop allowing things to just settle. Stop allowing yourself to just take things and then lying to yourself about this is okay to accept, this is what it is. You have to recognize that ancestral communication is coming in. They've been trying to get your attention. That's why we got the 333. There needs to be a balance of your mind, body, and soul. And right now, one is uncomfortable, which is making your entire world uncomfortable. Start being real, start being open and honest with self, and recognize that it's going to take a separation from that person that isn't the one. Okay? Yes. You have to separate from the person that isn't the one. The person that isn't for you, the job that isn't for you, the mindset, the habits, the understanding, the love. You have to start writing out what it is that I want. Am I acting out in the way that I want? Am I honoring my boundaries? Am I feeding myself the nourishment of love and of care and of community? Or am I just allowing things to come into my lap and I'm just like, yeah, this works? No, we don't want this works type of situation. We want this will continually going for my benefit, okay? And it's time to start asking for more. You deserve it, okay? So stop feeling like you have to, this is what it is. Yeah, okay. No, ask for more. You deserve it. I need you to love me this way. I need you to talk to me this way. I cannot talk to you anymore. I cannot be with you anymore. I have to leave. I have to do. Start opening your mouth. It's time to start being vocal. It's okay to be rooted in who you are and understanding that, but if you're not being vocal about it, if you're not being honest with yourself and dropping the facade and recognizing that I'm not committing to me or myself or these things, you have to realize, okay, what can I do so that I don't lead to a dead end and I have to loop back around and start over. I need to ask for more because I deserve it. I need to start feeding myself more because I deserve it. Okay? I need to recognize that it may take two. Like I said in the reading that I did yesterday, earth signs, you are going to need your community. You cannot do everything on your own. You don't need to hold everything on your own. You cannot manage everything on your own. You have enough information and resources. Yes, you are grounded and rooted. Yes, you are the rulers of this earthly realm. But that does not mean that you do not need support. You do not need help, and that it cannot be given to you in different multitudes of ways. Okay? We need to expand that. The caterpillar becomes a butterfly, not the caterpillar becomes the caterpillar. Okay? So make that. Or else we're going to displease our ancestors. That is one thing that we do not want to do because, like I said, you are an extension of your ancestors. If they are displeased with what's happening in your life and what's going on, that means that there's some displeasure in your life, and you need to take a recognition of that and realizing that as well. What is going on in my life that is not pleasing me? Who's in my life that's not pleasing me? And I'm trying to just make it work. I'm trying to figure it out. What is happening in your life that's a realization of realizing someone is not the one. I need to drop the facade of everything is going to work out because I'm neglecting my intuition. I'm looking for love in certain situations in the trash. I'm trying to clean it up. And it's leading me to have a stick up my ass, which is uncomfortable, which I'm not able to live, I'm not able to express myself freely, and it's leading me to a dead end. You need separation from whatever this is. Start honoring your boundaries. You want deep, intimate connections? Start creating a deep, intimate connection with you. A deep, intimate connection with your ancestors and your guides, or just a deep or intimate connection with going with the flow, realizing no matter how deep I go, I still ain't got enough room for all this shit that I'm trying to hold on to. I'm going to need help. And that's where the person is coming in. Somebody is reaching out. They have been watching you. They have been waiting. And or your ancestors are going to send them like, hey, let's get this done. Because it takes two. So it's time to give a little to get a little, okay? Be ready for the ancestral communication coming in. Pay attention to signs. Pay attention to the way that you feel. And I'm serious. Do that homework. Write down, what does my love feel like? What does my love look like? What does my love taste like? All of those things, okay? So take that into realization, okay? This has been your reading. Lean on your community. Lean on your guides. Lean on them, okay? And start honoring your boundaries. Start honoring yourself. Start putting that into motion and action. I love you guys. Until next time.